Alright, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time for another Starcraft 2 1 vs 1 replay cast. We have got the map New Repugnancy today, and good old AlphaStar back at it again. Gonna be doing that buggy thing, playing Zerg. In the bottom left, going for the proxy barracks. It's the Masters player. You don't become a Master Terran without learning how to throw out a couple of proxy barracks. At least some of the time, I feel. Now, the Masters player going to be committing to a very heavy proxy barracks play against the AI. Going to be going for one barracks. We're going to see a second, and based on an SCV, this is a heavy commitment off of 3 barracks, trying to cheese out AlphaStar. The Zerg is going for a hatchery, so yeah, a cheesy play against the AI. Now, let's take a look here. The Masters player building 2 barracks. There'll be the 3rd one on the way now. And this is going to be a hard-hitting push if AlphaStar doesn't scout this out. And Overlord's moving across the map, but yeah, it looks like there'll be absolutely nothing to spot this for the AI. And if you think not spotting a proxy 2 racks is bad, as a Zerg player, if you're a Zerg and you don't spot a proxy 3 racks, you will be in big trouble. So we're going to need to see AlphaStar do something godlike if it's going to win this game. I feel it's going to need to respond to this cheese very well. The Terran player behind this getting up his orbital command, making his Marines now. And this is going to totally blindside AlphaStar, shown as a down and dirty play, trying to take down the AI. Ladies and gentlemen, seeing as how we've got 3 barracks that AlphaStar is going to be facing, let's go for 3 likes on this video. And of course, if you watch these AlphaStar videos but you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free. Now we take a look. Barracks or bunker number 1 getting thrown up. Marines already starting to show up on the door of the AI. There's another bunker being built. Marines starting to really rally up. This is a 3 racks place, so once we see all these racks churning, it's going to be a lot of Marines coming out. It looks like the first bunker is going to get up, no questions asked. So the AI is really going to be in a spot of bother. And now we have seen AlphaStar do a bit of a derpy reaction to this cheese before. So there is a chance that we'll just be seeing a simple win here from the Masters player, cheesing out the AI. The AI, some iterations, tend to basically stay in their main base past what they really can do. You either got to break out, or you gotta just sack the base, then go kill your opponent. Either way, it's a really tricky spot for Zerg. We see these Marines popping out, gonna work away on this hatchery. 7 Marines in total now. And we're seeing AlphaStar start producing lings here in good quantity. But, I mean, all it is Zerglings. The AI tends to wait too long before taking a fight. Speed is being researched, but the hatchery at the natural base is gonna fall. The Terran player has had his success, but if we do take a look, this Terran player is rather committed to this attack. The reasoning for that being, he's committed to 3 racks. He doesn't have gases going up back at home. He doesn't have a command center or any production starting to build back at home. And so he does need to get some good damage done. There is a chance, if these Lings can catch these Marines out of their bunkers, this would be absolutely huge for the AI. Lings are going to start running away. The Terran player getting really bold is pushing up this ramp. If AlphaStar gets a surround on this, it'll be huge. The AI is committing. Looks like the Terran player may have overstepped, and he absolutely did. I think the Zerg could have kept going there to push this away. If AlphaStar was going to break it, it was going to be after that, like, 9 Marine donation. So I think we do need to see the AI just break this spot now. I think you got to do it. I mean, more Marines are starting to come out. They're going to start filling up the bunker. The AI has got to break this location. I think that last moment was its moment. Lings poorly just rallied out in front of these bunkers. The AI, I mean, it defended against that incursion there, but we see, oh, the AI, just such bad rallies. Why does it keep doing this? AlphaStar, what are you doing? There we go. Now it's adjusting these rallies as it makes more Lings. It may try and break this location now, but the Terran player knows AlphaStar is just making Lings. It's rallying forward drones as the Terran player tries to secure up another bunker. The AI just derping a little bit too much dealing with this. The Terran player is going to send some Marines out of his bunkers. Like, we see more and more Lings just rally through. That's probably like a dozen Lings that have died running forward. There's so many Marines for the Masters player. He knows how to commit to his cheese. There's not enough Lings. 26 Lings against 13 Marines I don't think is enough. There's even a barracks flying on in now. And I think, yeah, AlphaStar is just going to be toast here. There's not much the AI can do. Once again, the Terran player has stepped forward. The Lings are going to get a good surround. And this is a big commitment forward. Once again, did the Masters player just gift AlphaStar something? Looks like he kind of did, but at the same time, the AI not committing forward to break it, rallying more Lings into those bunkers. Why is it doing this, AI? Adjust your rally path. Jeez Louise. Such a big mistake from AlphaStar. Oh my gosh. It's incredible how good this AI is at Starcraft 2, yet how bloody stupid it can be. That's like the 7th drone that's rallied on down. Everything the AI makes. Imagine if it had, say, 50 Lings instead of 26 right now. It could absolutely break this position and swarm its opponent. But, yeah, major derpage from the AI. Not understanding, or this iteration doesn't seem to understand how to break out of a location. Just staying on one base now. Really quite disappointing. Look at this. Those Lings, they rally out. Like, where's the AI's rally set to? I mean, you just independently rally the larvae usually, so, like, why is it clicking to send those out there? It's really quite odd how the AI does this. Like, did it never get proxy 2 raxed or anything? Was the AI never proxy 2, 3 raxed when playing Zerg or something? Yeah, it's quite odd, I think. Now we see the AI building a creep tumor there for some reason, but yeah, this is one of those full-blown derps. The AI not understanding how to defend these proxies. It's firing up a Roach Warren, but I don't think that's going to do it any good. The Terran player behind this is on 3cc, going to start transferring SCVs soon, I think. He's got to lower his depot before he transfers his SCVs. If we take a look at the worker count, though, it is 36 to 18, so double the worker count for the Masters player. He's making a fusion core. He has successfully cheesed out a very derpy AlphaStar iteration. I want to see other iterations of AlphaStar getting cheesed out by Lings, because this one, or cheesed out by proxy barracks. I know that proxy barracks has been one of the things the AI has consistently been vulnerable to, but yeah, we gotta see something else, AlphaStar. Something else. Okay, yeah, let's take a look. The AI is going to try and break this location, now getting us around. Yeah, totally attacking these bunkers, going to kill them off, but, like, if it didn't rally all those units poorly, and it just broke this when it had the first chance, the AI would have been in a much superior position. Roaches and Ravagers going to start crossing the map. The Terran player has gone incredibly greedy, but he does have Hellions behind a wall. The AI is going to throw up a hatchery. It's got a lot of queens. Enough queens, I'll say, to defend a potential battle cruiser. So that's something to think about, but with all these Hellions behind the wall, I think it's going to be mighty tough for the Zerg to break this. AlphaStar does have Roaches and Ravagers, but we'll see where this game's going to go. Is the AI just going to try and drone up behind it? It sure looks like it. I mean, sometimes Zerg, once they break a containment, can just macro up behind it, but this is not one of those times. The worker count is still double for the Masters player. Even if he derps incredibly hard, the AI will just be sitting pretty and laughing. Or, I mean, the Terran player will be sitting pretty and laughing. There is 10 Hellions out now, or 9 Hellions out. For the Terran player, he's going to have that battle cruiser popping out sooner rather than later. Got lots of bioproduction coming up, 1-1 upgrades on the way. If AlphaStar wins this game, I will eat my hat. That's how I feel. Unless the Terran player, like, lost power or something, I will eat my hat. Because right now I do not see AlphaStar winning this game. Not in a million years. I mean, I've doubted the AI before, but this would be like extreme humanity blunders if he loses this game. There's the battle cruiser now teleporting into AlphaStar's main base. Queen gonna set to work on it. Drones certainly will be victim to the BC though. Queens are coming forward. They're gonna start dropping transfuse onto each other, keep each other alive. So there we go. There's some more transfuse going down, doing as much damage as they can to the battle cruiser. And there is a ton of transfuse for AlphaStar, so it looks like the battle cruiser may actually get picked off if these queens can chase it down. Does the BC die? Looks like the answer will be a almost, but not quite. 4 HP remains. AlphaStar not quite able to get the BC, and the BC... Oh, did it actually get killed off? Yeah, the BC wandered a little bit too close to the queens and did get killed off. So, I mean, that's a start for AlphaStar to come back in this game. But right now, if we do take a look, it is just a boatload of units out. for the Masters player. He's now going to be securing up his third base. Guys, I really don't want to eat my hat. Please don't make me. If somehow the Masters player throws this game, there is the combat shield on the way, though. He's got his 1/1 upgrades. It would have to be a very, very big, big fumble. Okay, Ling's now moving in. They're going to be like, oh, hey, cool, you've been macroing behind this. As expected, we're 10 minutes into the game. The Zerg is still on 2 bases. AlphaStar is going to have a very, very tough hold to make in the near future. In comes these Marines. They don't have combat shield just yet, but they will in about 10 seconds. If the Zerg can fight before combat shield, I'll say there's a chance. If there's some miracle corrosive biles, maybe there's a chance. For now, though, we take a look. The Terran player probably can just stim to win, barring eating some disastrous biles. 1 bile does hit the Hellbats, but of course there's Medivacs that can heal them up. The Terran player playing a bit of a Hellbat Marine composition. He's just got such a force, doubling the supply of AlphaStar. The AI is going to give it the good old college try here, but the Hellbat's buffering so well against this army. The Corrosive Bile is not enough. The Zerg is backing off because it can't take this fight, but at the same time it has to. Drones dying at the hatchery, all the Lings getting toasted up. The Masters player able to close it out against AlphaStar. G to the G as the AI just derped a little bit too hard for the recovery. The recovery effort was there from the AI, it defended the battlecruiser quite well, but yeah, it's simply just not enough. As we see those Ravagers being cut down, there should be an AI GG any minute here. This AI doesn't feel like quitting just yet. Gonna play this one out a little bit. It's got 3 roaches. Let's see, 3 roaches. Oh, now it's gonna have 3 Ravagers. GG. Alright, so it's been a few videos, but I think we saw AlphaStar just fumble a little bit there. And so now we're going to be seeing the AI trying to get a bit of vengeance on a Masters Protoss in a PvP. And I want to see a cannon rush so bad I do. Can we please see a cannon rush Masters Protoss? I'm not going to ask AlphaStar because he's a jerk and never cannon rushes. But maybe you can do this for us. In all seriousness, I think AlphaStar early iterations did Cannon Rush, but never in a released version that we saw, I believe. Sadly, we will be seeing gateways coming out for both players. Cyber Forest is the map. AlphaStar scouting out is indeed going to be going for a high ground wall. Sometimes the AI doesn't do this, it'll just go for a gateway expand in a PvP. This iteration seems to play more to the classical PvP sense that people generally agreed on was the best choice. AlphaStar, even though sometimes it holds cheeses going for a 1-gate expand, I don't think pro players can consistently do that. In a Protoss versus Protoss, there we see tech and everything going up for the Masters player, but AlphaStar actually is going to go for a 1-gate expand. It is indeed not gonna just properly wall off. It's just saying, you know what, I'll build the gateway as part of the wall, but don't think I'm actually gonna go for a double gateway opening. I ain't no sucker. I like having my Nexus up. Now, oh, I guess AlphaStar's probe totally just got toasted by the probes of his opponent. They totally just committed probe on probe violence. Now we see the double gateways are going to be finishing up for the Masters player, so he'll have a lot more pushing power early on than the 1-gateway AlphaStar. There's even this probe moving out on the map, which I'm going to be honest, is making me a little bit suspicious. Probes moving across the map at this stage in the game is around when a second pylon would be building. However, the second pylon is already built. And the Masters player is simply just going to come in and scout this. We see AlphaStar chrono boosting that Adept out, going into its own Stargate off of the back of 1 gate, so a very, very greedy play, and we'll just have to sit back and basically wait to see how exactly the Masters player is going to try and punish this. Will his Adept simply shade into AlphaStar's main base? If we see that, and the AI doesn't properly wall, I will consider that very interesting. Looks like the Masters player is just going to go for his own Nexus, though, behind this, saying, alright, you go for your 1-gate expand, I'll just go for my own Nexus, and we'll play a straight-up game. The two Adepts are going to cross the map, though, for the Masters player. Going to see what he can get done. AlphaStar, though, will have its own second Adept finishing up, which should be all that it needs. But, oh, these Adepts, they come up the ramp before the second Adept of AlphaStar is out, meaning that the fight is going to go the way of the Masters player. A couple of probes could be getting picked off now by these Adepts. These Adepts going to shade forward. Do they target down the injured one? Yes, they do. Now they can potentially take on the full HP Adept. This could be disastrous for AlphaStar. Looks like that the Adept War does indeed go to the Masters player. He's now going to be able to kill a few probes. Phoenix comes in, lifts up the Adept. I guess that works to end its damage. How long does that Phoenix lift last normally? I want to see. Lifts it up for 7 seconds, so it removes 7 seconds of damage. The Adept does kill off a few AlphaStar's probes, however the AI is still actually at a probe lead, I'd say in part due to the fact that it is just a macro machine. Kills off the Adept of the Masters player. And it looks like we'll be going into a Phoenix versus Phoenix play for these two. Second Stargate gets thrown up by the Masters player. He's continuing on with his Phoenix production. He's got his own Nexus up. We're looking at quite an even match right now between these two. AlphaStar is currently just on one Stargate, so we're going to see how well the AI is going to do in a Phoenix versus Phoenix match, as there's been times which it's gone Phoenix, but usually it just wrecked its opponents with Adepts first or whatever. This one, both players are on very similar economies. This Adept will kill at least one probe, so alright for AlphaStar. Spots the Phoenixes, which would be considered good. Right now, if you're AlphaStar, you'd probably be wanting to get out another Stargate. The Masters player is going to be looking to move across the map with his Phoenix, though, but this will be a huge mistake if he goes for this. He's got his Adept shading over the Phoenixes of AlphaStar, or shading under them. But man, am I ever concerned. You can't move in with less Phoenix. Less is less, Masters player. Oh gosh, looks like... No, what are you doing? What are you doing, guy? Oh my gosh, why? Oh man, humans do such dumb things, guys. The AI is like, gosh, I don't even need to be that good at Starcraft. I just gotta wait for the humans to mess up. It micros its Phoenix well. It kills 4 Phoenix, correction, for the price of none. And the Masters player, he totally could have had a higher Phoenix count. He had double Stargate before AlphaStar. Well, AlphaStar doesn't even still have double Stargates, but like, he totally could have had this game. He was in a good leading position, but then he didn't build up his extra gases. He's now building a few gateways, and he hasn't taken his natural-based gas. How he's producing double Phoenix off of just 2 gases beats me. But we see AlphaStar now going to move across the map with its superior Phoenix count by far. And imagine if the Masters player just had 4 more Phoenix right now. They'd be pretty much on an even count. Sad times. The Masters player now going to start moving out on the map for some ungodly reason. His probes are all going to start getting lifted up. He can't go home with his Phoenix because they'll just die to AlphaStars. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, I'm calling this one early. Humanity is so silly at times. The Masters player is going to attack, but it ain't going to happen. That's not going to fly. It's AlphaStar. Come on, buddy. Yeah, we're totally going to be seeing an AlphaStar victory. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and press that bell icon notification if you haven't. But yeah, GG, well played by AlphaStar once again, and shame on you, Masters player. This has been LaughNgamez.